Hi everybody, this is Gary Dean and this is our nightly video report for Tuesday, February 21st, 2017. Some of you heard about it in the trading room, but unfortunately, old man Jake, my golden retriever who was 16 and a half, lost the battle with Father Time yesterday. So he's really been around from the beginning, and a lot of people that have been following me for a long time, I mention him all the time. Figured I'd just give a final salute to him for today. But let's get started. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but it's one of those things where we are in a topping process, and it's frustrating, and there's a lot of reasons to doubt that we are ever going to go down. But history has, pretty much shown us that nothing is going to go straight up or straight down. And the longer that they extend a move, it's typically when it reverses a lot harder. And the main reason is that there's nobody ready for the reversal. Is probably the best way to put it. So you have, right now, basically everybody's bullish on this market. Nobody really has. I mean, there's good reasons, and it has to do with some of the corporate tax cuts and stuff like that, lightening up on trade regulations and bank regulations. So there is reason for it. The problem is, how do you price it in? What do you they Nobody has really any idea exactly what it's going to do to earnings, what it's going to do to the GDP. When you get these moves that just go straight up, eventually people start to question whether, where is fair value and stuff like that. And I've been saying, I think a lot of this has to do with money that is overseas that's really trying to leave the euro and leave some other currencies, and they're trying to park it into the United States because we're the reserve currency. So we're getting a lot of that money that's coming in. But they don't go straight in and straight out. They've been doing this for the last 3 years. So let's take a look at some of our charts. And this is the daily chart of the S&P. This is just your regular regression channel. And what it basically means is that the S&P should trade within inside this channel. You can see every time it's broke either underneath, let's just say underneath the channel, we've had a massive rally to the upside. This one, it came down, made it just a little bit through the channel, and from there we went up. But notice every time it was contained within the channel. Now here's another one where we came down and fell underneath the channel, and then we came up. But this is the part that's interesting, because this is really the first time since going back into this is January of 2016, that we are trading outside of the regression channel to the upside. So it's just telling us that things are extremely, extremely overbought right now, and we could also see it from here. So again, I am not looking for a bear market. I'm not trying to make that sales pitch. What I am making the sales pitch for my particular trade, and if anybody's following me, is that we are going to get a pullback that's either going to come to the 2281, I would say, is a bare minimum target. I really believe we're coming back down and going to take the bottom of this channel out, and we're going to come down to the 2174, or possibly even lower than that. We get a move that breaks right through it. So remember, this was really the last kill zone type part of things, and you can see we blasted through the actual channel. So it wouldn't surprise me to see us come down to the 2174, or even down to this 2083 level. So I don't want to let's say pick these targets and say that I'm holding my short position until we get there. I'm gonna, if we start coming down, I'm gonna start layering out. I'll probably take a little bit out at the 2281, and but the thing is that we have to top, and we haven't yet. Now, the particular thing about all this is that I believe, I don't know how to count all these, but this is, I think, the fourth gap up into new all-time highs. And when you get that, it's typically a curse for the bulls. So again, here's a regression channel, but it's now starting from this low to this high. So you can see it's contained within the regression channel. And the main thing I want to show you on this is that the wave count. So we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, or we could put the 3, 4, and make a 5. But the point is that we are in the process of making the wave 5, and this is an extended wave 5. Now, the reason why I'm showing you that is because remember that it's each one of these waves is going to have 5 waves within it. So we know that we're looking at some type of fifth wave right now. Now we have, we have the bearish divergences. It's very, very overextended. And if what we want to do is try to find out where we are within this wave count, because this would be really the wave 5 of 5. So if we go to a 15-minute chart, and this is where we are from that. So you have your 1, 2. Now what's happening is we're making 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is a wave 5, and then so that's your wave 3. Came down, we made the wave 4. So now we should get 5 more waves to the upside, and this is gonna be our wave 5. Now you can see that we're trading above the regression channel here. So again, very, very overextended. You can see this high here produced bearish divergences. And what I want to do now is just measure this last wave 5 here. So if we take a look, and this is just a 5-minute chart, here you can see this is starting off from oh, sorry about that, from these lows right here. So if we go to it, what we're looking at is you have your 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're making a wave 5 up, and you can see it breaks into minor little waves. So here's your 1, 2, 3, where you could be making a 4, and then have another wave 5 up, and that would be your wave 5 of 5. So what does it all mean? I don't want to confuse you, and you don't need to know Elliott wave for this. What you really need to know is once all these final wave 5s complete, we are going to get a pullback that's going to retrace at usually a bare minimum 38%, which is 2259. On the extreme end of things, it would go to the 78% retracement, and that is the 2143. Now, the problem with it is that this is just so extended that, like I said, where we are with the moving averages, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually come somewhere all the way down to these levels. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not really pulling my hair out with these moves up. I'm taking any strength, just taking a small position and averaging in. And I know, the first ones I had, I was averaging at 22.90. I thought it was a good trade. We had a quick drop down to the 22.65, and we had this unexpected melt up. I didn't see it coming. Otherwise, I would have closed those shorts and been shorting here. So that they stink. It's not fun on that. So now I start my phase 2 of it, and with the strength on it, I just continue to layer in shorts, because time's on the side of the bears here. Nothing is going to go straight up and straight down, and they've been extending this one for a really, really long time. We're trading outside of the regression channels. We have wave counts that are pointing lower. We have sentiment that's at extremes. And right now it's more, when are we going to get that big drop? And it could start, we could have topped today. And the reason why that, you could turn around and say top today is because if we look at it, we made, we made the higher high here, so that this wave 5 could be complete. Now, maybe they need, like I said, they need to make another wave 4 and wave 5 up, but it's still, this is these are usually the final pushes. And the reason why I got really trapped on it is when this wave 3, this is where I originally started getting short here, and we had the wave 4 down. I was waiting for the wave 5 to make it a little bit higher or right up to this, and then we collapsed, but you can see we had the extended move. So it happens. It's the stock market. You're not going to be right 100% of the time. You just have to kind of control your emotions, don't get excited, and wait for gravity to play its course. So with that, let's see what plays out tomorrow, and I would just continue, whatever strength we get, use it to build a short position, and then just wait patiently. So with that, have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.